Going on? It's Jack here. Now, no intro for this video. I'm just going to get straight into it because there's a bit of explaining to do and I don't want to waste your time. Before I do, look, I'm in a white shirt and let me know if you like my shirt. I think it's pretty cool. I never wear white shirts and I like Game Boy. It's really cool. I like it. Got it from H&M in Sydney, if anyone's wondering. But yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So I've already, for the sake of this video, this is part 3 of the series on how to sell on Amazon Australia, and this is the part where we talk to suppliers. So I know a lot of students sometimes seem to get caught up in talking to suppliers in terms of pricing, in terms of shipping, in terms of sometimes language barriers. There's a lot of different variables when talking to suppliers, but I'm going to show you guys how I do it, how my students usually do it, and who we go through, what we look for, and how we sort of communicate with suppliers in terms of like negotiation and in terms of, you know, what we're trying to look for and how to know you're talking to someone that's trusted. So we're going to get straight into it. For the purpose of this video, I've already chosen a product that we can look over and you know, that we can just get straight into. So I'm not going to waste your time in trying to look for a product. There's just a demo product that I'm using, and it's a dog seat cover. So we're going to go straight into it, and I'm going to show you guys a process of what I would do when looking for suppliers if I was to sell this product. So let's just say we want to go for a dog seat cover. We like the look of something like this, you know, Amazon's choice. It's just a nice black one that covers the whole back seat for your dog seat cover. If you didn't know what this is, it's just if you're traveling with dogs. I know you can see it there, but just to explain to you guys, if you're traveling with dogs and you don't want fur and stuff on the seat, you don't want anything to get dirty, it's just a whole back seat cover that covers pretty much the whole entirety of the back seats, and you know, stops from any mess occurring in your car. So let's just say we wanted to go for this product. We're looking for it now. We're looking for suppliers. What we would do, we always use, saying we as in myself and my students in the course, we use Alibaba. So it's alibaba.com, and you just make an account on here. It's free because you will need to make an account. I've already signed into mine. You need to make an account to be able to contact suppliers. So let's just say we wanted to go and look for this product. Now it's just alibaba.com, make your account, and you want to type in the main keyword. So for this is dog seat cover. These sell for around, let's say $35 to $40 by the looks of it, maybe sometimes over, but to be safe, we'll say $35 to $40. I'd say there's some good profit margin in this, but we're looking for you know, a certain amount of units that we can sell and a good price. So I'm not going to talk too much about price because you can actually go through this in the guidelines, and I've actually got a Word document which I'll show you guys in a second. You can download the link down below for what you can say to the suppliers, and then some extra guidelines along the way. So this is what I would do now. If you're looking to sell on Amazon Australia, when you're first starting off, if you're a basic seller, your first time seller, you will only have a maximum of 300 units to sell. Now you can contact Amazon to get that lifted. You can be safe and say you can order maybe 100 to 200 units to get started, maybe 250 units. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to say 200 units just to be safe. Just to say, you know, we want to get 200 units to sell on Amazon Australia. So first thing you want to do is, and I'll show you guys in a second, it's going to be in the Word document here. So once we've hit search and we're starting to look for different suppliers to see which one we like the look of, which price and whatnot, what you want to do is you want to hit trade assurance. Trade assurance just means that they have, so trade assurance is that you're assured. You know, if you're purchasing the product through Alibaba, you're going to be assured for the amount of money that you spend on here. So if anything happens, you've got that trade assurance there, and you can get your money back. I've never been stung by a supplier on here, neither of my students, so it's quite good. Alibaba's been around for quite a while, but always hit trade assurance so you know you've got this gold badge here, so you've got a trusted supplier. Another thing you want to do is you want to do a minimum order. So let's just say we want to do, you know, 300 or less, minimum order 300 or less, because some suppliers will say, okay, if you want to order this product through us, you need to do a minimum of, say this here, 500. Now you might get, so we'll just hit okay for this, you might get some that will say, oh, you still, you know, so here again we've got our minimum 500 units. This can a lot of the time be negotiated with suppliers. Again, we'll go through this in that downloadable document, which I'll show you in a second, but just to be safe, we want to make sure that we're going for something that has a minimum order. So something like this. So portable waterproof car hammock pet, so that's a front seat cover, so we don't want that. Something like this, so dog car seat cover, waterproof hammock. Now this is what I'm looking for personally. First thing I'm looking for is the price, minimum order, and then you want to see here how long have they been in the scene for. So I like the look of these guys. So they've been in it for 8 years. So they're a gold. So you want to look for this gold badge as well. They've got trade assurance, and this here is their transaction level. So they've got a good transaction level. So it's out of 3 of these little gems. So that just means that they're doing a lot of transactions with other businesses or with people looking to sell their product, which is a good thing. It's a good sign. So this actually looks like one of the best on this page to go for anyway. So minimum 100, which is good, and everything else looks good. They got good reviews as well, and the price looks decent too. So let's just say we wanted to go for this. I'll go over some guidelines because you don't just want to go for one supplier. I'll talk about that in a second. But let's just say this is one of the ones we like the look of. All you want to do from here, and if you're not signed in, it'll get you to sign in as well when you go to contact them. But I'm already signed in, so I'm just going to hit Contact Supplier. It's going to come from here. So let's just say, like I said before, this is the messaging template. Don't know why these are popping up. I don't want honey. Sorry. I don't need any discounts on here. I don't even think it has discounts for Alibaba. It'd be cool if it did, but I don't think it works like that. So this is the messaging sort of template here. So what you want to do is, we wanted to do 200 units. So this is just setting you up to contact them with what you want, with what you're looking for. And as well on the last page, as you can see here, another thing I sort of like to look for, unless I'm really struggling to find suppliers for a product, it's not really, you're not really used to coming by that in Alibaba. There's lots of suppliers for pretty much every product, but response rate is a good thing as well. So that means they pretty much respond to everyone. It's a bit like, I don't like to see suppliers that have less than 75% response rate, but like I said, I've contacted suppliers with less than 75% before. It's usually fine. They might take a little bit longer to reply, but majority of the time they're fine. I haven't really ever been dodged by a supplier, because let's put it this way, if you're looking for a supplier and you want to order 200 units through them, that's money, that's business for them. Of course, they're going to want to answer you back and start the negotiation process. So 98.5% response rate, that's good. Now, as we go here to message, I'll show you the template that I've got. It's up here. So this is the updated template. Yeah, I haven't updated too much in it because it's always usually been the same, but I'll put the link down below for this so you can download this and use this yourself. And I want you guys, I want to give you guys value that are watching this as well, so you can use this for yourself, because I know a lot of you guys haven't sold on Amazon before, and a lot of people think that talking to suppliers can be a really sort of annoying process, and it can be really hard. Once you start doing it for a while, you kind of pick up on what you need to do, and there's little shortcuts to what you can say to get the answers that you want. So this is all that we're going to be saying here. This is just a template. I said, hi, my name is insert name. I'll insert this for the sake of this video. So, hi, my name is insert name. I run an e-commerce store in Australia and would like to add and then you put the product name into my catalog. Could you please provide me with a quotation for, so price, we want 200 units. We want to make sure that custom packaging is included in the unit price. We want a custom logo on ours and a barcode printed on the packaging, or you can sticker it on the packaging, whichever way you want to go. Price of shipping via air. Now you can do via sea and it can be a bit cheaper. The reason we do via air because there's a lot less paperwork to do. I've never done via sea, but spoken to other sellers as well and seen a lot of information on other sellers who do it via sea. It might be cheaper, but it is a lengthier shipping time. And you do, a lot of the time, have to get documents cleared. So when it hits the docks, you need to get documents cleared, and you need to sometimes get a freight forwarder to pick it up from there and then deliver it to the warehouse. With via air, it pretty much just goes straight from your supplier all the way over to the Amazon warehouse. Pretty much a seamless process. It might be a little bit more expensive, but that's when you negotiate, and it is a lot easier, especially for newer sellers. So I would recommend via air to Amazon Australia warehouse. And then estimated time of production and shipment. Usually they'll have a bit of leeway time, maybe 5 to 7 days production, and then say 5 to 7 days shipment, or 14 days shipment, or whatever it may be. And I say thank you, and I look forward to working with you. So hopefully this copy and paste okay, but that's pretty much all you need to say to get a quotation, and then anything else you can just converse with them once they answer you back. So I'm going to close this and paste it in here. Seems to be okay. So I'll just say, let's put my name in here. And then for here, so we're going to be doing the dog seat cover. So dog car seat cover. There we go. And then that's pretty much it. Put my name in here. If there's anything you want to change, like make sure to go ahead and change it. If you're only doing 100 units, 150 units, whatever, you don't want custom packaging, I would definitely suggest putting in the custom packaging and the logo on that, because what we're trying to do is brand our product here, and you want to make sure you've got the cost of everything covered, even shipping and all that. So I probably wouldn't change any of this, but totally up to your discretion as well. And that is pretty much it. So once that's done, if you want to add anything else in here, you can do that as well. There's, like I said, there's just a template. Then you just go ahead and hit send inquiry, and that's it. And then they'll get back to you. And then from there, what you can do is you can go through your account, and it'll be in your message center. But you'll get an email, because your account will be linked up to an email. You'll get an email notifying you if you've got an answer back. You can also download the mobile app as well. I have recently downloaded the mobile app. It makes it a lot easier. I don't know why I did it ages. I don't know why I didn't do it, ages ago, but recently did that, and I'll just get a notification on my phone if they've answered me back. But that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to go over a few things as well in terms of what to look for, things to be, not cautious around, but things to just keep in mind when you're talking to suppliers. Because if you didn't know Alibaba, pretty much all these suppliers, every single one of these suppliers are from China. Now, the guys that you speak to, the representatives, are usually pretty good at English. One of the main things, sometimes can be language barriers, but these are a couple of things to look out for as well, things to note. So extra notes and tips. This will be in the downloadable link down below as well. So make sure your supplier is trusted, like I was talking about. This gold badge, I'll just move this down. Make sure they've got that trade assurance there as well, and then make sure they've got this gold badge as well, because that means they're a trusted supplier as well. Sometimes you might not, but then you can also look at their ratings and whatnot. Just make sure they're a trusted supplier. You can see the all the badges and everything there, the trust badges. Just make sure that they've got as many of them as possible. Make sure they're a trusted supplier as well, even if they've only been around for 1 year. You'll see reviews there and whatnot. And as long as they've got that trade assurance, that's the main thing, because trade assurance means that you're purchasing through the Alibaba platform instead of doing a wire transfer for your bank if you do end up going for the product. Or sometimes even PayPal. PayPal is okay, but I would definitely prefer you guys to use a credit card or whatever through Alibaba trade assurance, so that you're actually safe if anything does happen. So always try and negotiate as well. This can be anything. I know I remember one product, it said, okay, I wanted to do custom packaging for my product, and they said, no, we need a minimum of 1,000 units, in order to do custom packaging. And I said, look, I only want to order 600 or 700 or whatever it was of this product. This was a while ago now, and they just basically said to me, no, it's a minimum of 1,000. And I said, okay, I can pay a fee. Do you want me to pay a fee for doing custom packaging on a smaller amount? And they said, okay, we can do a fee. And I just paid them, it was an extra $150 on top of my order, and they did a custom package for me for only ordering 600 units. So a lot of the time they can be negotiated, especially in terms of sometimes shipment, add-ons, color, design as well. So it's always good to negotiate. Look out for minimum order quantities for custom packaging or design. So that's just what I went back to. Make sure that you're reading. They also have a page, if you can see here, if you guys weren't sure, I'll go back to this. You can actually go through their the actual company's sort of product page if you want. So company profile, you can go through, have a look a bit more about them, what they do, and then just a bit more information about the supplier. And then you can go to the product details. So you can say estimated time. I always ask them anyway, but it says quantity, pieces. It'll have sometimes minimum order quantities on here as well. So you can see here more description about the product as well. But that's just something to take note in as well. They do have a product page there as well. So, and then always never rely on one supplier in the beginning. So I know when I first started, I would get one good price from a supplier, and I'd think, okay, I need to stay with this supplier, even if they did something that I didn't like, as in they couldn't do custom packaging, or their shipping price was a bit high. I always just thought, okay, I was in that tunnel vision mindset of, okay, I need to stick with the supplier because they've given me a good price. No, That's not it at all. You know, you need to make sure, what I would do as a guideline, always get more than one quote, 3 to 5 if you can as a guideline, but negotiate through all of them. Don't settle for one price. Make sure that you're getting prices from every single one of them. Make sure that you're negotiating with every single one of them, getting the best deal, getting the best bundle or whatever it is that you can. You're making sure, because in this stage, if you're looking to sell on Amazon, you need to be in the mindset that you're a business owner, because that's what you are. You're starting your own online business. You need to act like a business owner. Don't be in that mindset of, okay, this supplier's giving me a price, I need to go along with whatever they say. But yeah, a lot of people in that mindset that need to stick with that one supplier because they've given them a good price. No, you need to be in that mindset of a business owner. You need to make sure that you are getting as close to, getting what you want, or as close as you can to what you want, because you'll always have a set price that you want to pay. If you want to stick to a $1,000 budget, a $1,500 budget, even sometimes like an $800 budget, you'll see, it depends on what you're looking at, what your goals are as well. So try and get as close to what you want as you can, and yeah, don't just go along with whatever a supplier says. You need to make sure that you're trying to get what you want out of this as well. And the last thing is, try and keep the conversation and payment within Alibaba. Now you might get some suppliers say, hey, can we go on WhatsApp and talk about this? Sometimes WhatsApp's okay, but I would try and stay within Alibaba, keep the conversation going on the Alibaba messaging platform, and always make sure that you're doing the payment through Alibaba. I remember with my very, very first product, I did a wire transfer. It was for like $3,000 or so. And yeah, nothing went wrong, but I wouldn't do it again. I wouldn't do a wire transfer again, because it was straight from my bank to an overseas account. And if anything happens, it would have been a lot harder for me to get my money back than if I was to do it through Alibaba. So now every single order I do goes through Alibaba. They'll always draft up a price for you, and put all the details in there. So if anything does happen, you can just go to Alibaba and say, look, this is what happened, or something happens along the way. You're always covered by Alibaba, which is good. But that's pretty much all I have on all of this supplier stuff. So if you have any questions, make sure to comment on the video. I know supplier can be a bit of a daunting process when you're first starting, but stick with it. A lot of them are really, really nice as well to deal with, and a lot of them don't have too much of a language barrier as well. So the best way to go about it, like anything to do with Amazon, is to just go in and start asking questions, start getting an idea of how to talk to them, start getting an idea of, because they might refer to something to do with shipping. They might refer to it in a way that you've never heard before, like different lingo kind of thing. Make sure that you ask questions, and make sure that you are getting as much information out of them as you can, because that's what you're trying to do. You're a business owner. You're trying to get the best price. You're trying to get the most information that you can, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get the best product that you can sell, best product for your end consumer. So that's the whole mindset you're trying to have going into this. So apart from that, guys, this video's probably gone a bit long, but like I said, suppliers could be a bit of a daunting process as well. So I'm trying to give you guys as much info as I can on this. But apart from that, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm not sure what's going to be in the next part 4 of this series, so we'll see how we go. I'll figure it out once we get to the video. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.